Hello, the neighborinos. Time for the legendary review of the unique weapon, the horror story. Okay, so this one, as you can see, has a very nondescript firing pattern. But for the most part, it's mostly vertical. That's the biggest thing to keep in mind. As you can tell, it is part of the archetype with 450 rounds a minute with a precision frame. Unlike most auto rifles or most any other weapons for that matter, save for exotics, of course, it has a very specific layout, which cannot be changed. Because of its vertical recoil, it is very easy to control, which makes it quite the beast when it comes to Crucible. However, it has a very long time to kill compared to some others, such as, say for instance, actually yeah, the weapons I turned away from that one in favor of included the Better Devils and, in this case, the Aether Doctor. Now this one, as opposed to the Horror Story, has horrible stats, comparatively speaking. But its firing pattern is somehow even more vertical than the Horror Stories is, making it an even easier weapon to control and keep a bead on it. Do you know what I mean? And because of the differences in fire rate and impact, the Aether Doctor is a better weapon than the Horror Story. So, while it is powerful and a good way to raise your light, it is little more than that, as it will not really protect you in the long run when it comes to Crucible matches, or some Gambit matches for that matter, as you will want a fast time to kill when you're doing either one of those, as they are heavily competitive. More so than Vanguard is, of course. So, yeah, it is good and all that for your light level, but beyond that, it is a useless gun, in my opinion at least. That's just what I'm able to see from the short time I've had it. The Horror Story is it's a good weapon in its own right, but not good enough for competitive play. This one will cost you the 120 fragmented souls, I think they're called. Where are they? Yeah. 120 of these, which you can get from, where is it? Either completing bounties that relate to the Festival of the Lost activity, or running through missions in the Haunted Forest. Those are how you get your fragmented souls, and that's how you collect your brand new 600 light weapon. But as far as trying to find a good weapon for Gambit or Crucible for that matter, Horror Story is not it. As you can see, the Ether Doctor is much more self-contained. And because it has a vertical recoil pattern, it is very easy to keep this speed on it. But I'm just droning on at this point. So if you liked it, I guess I should probably give a score to it, I suppose. The score that comes to mind the most is 6 out of 10. How you get it takes forever. As far as competitive play goes, it's mediocre at best. It behaves, its layout models that of an exotic weapon, as you might see from this one. The only difference is this one doesn't have a tracker. And neither does this one. But it's still got the same layout, effectively. So, yeah, the only thing that this weapon is really good for is raising your light level quickly. Because of this weapon, I went up from 550 to, where is it? Yeah, it's like 568 or something. $53. Yeah, 567. All because of this gun. So yeah. As you can see, it's not very strong, and it's limited range. Wait, that's limited range? Damage fall off is horrible. Yeah, the damage fall off on that was ridiculous. I'm just going across a friggin' field here. Okay, that's better. So yeah, if I had to assign a score to this, I would have to say that it is something closer to maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. It'll do the job. It gets the job done, but it's slow at it. Very inefficient. So, that about does it for this video. If you liked it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. If you want to see more, can do it if you don't tell me. And as always, don't forget to tell me how I'm such a horrible person playing the game that you hate. Bye-bye.